All right, Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate you guys for jumping into this episode. We're going to talk a little bit about the Pro Bowl and what it means, really. It's an individual talent. It's an individual award to me. And I get it. Let's give rounds of applause to our guys that made it to the Pro Bowl. All 5 of those guys, whether or not they are the starters or not. Shout out to Micah Parsons. Unbelievable rookie year. Shout out to him. Woo! That's good. That's good. That's good. You owned us something. Parson, you owned us something. And we love it. We love it. And shout out to Trevon Diggs. Yes, you, Trevon. You holding it down, man. Hey, been digging this thing together. We've been saying for many a moons, we wish we had a DB that can get some interceptions. And quite frankly, you've been doing your job on that one. I can't complain about that at all. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. That's all of those good words together to have a DB like a Trevon Diggs and have a linebacker slash, I can't just put him in the corner as a linebacker, slash defensive edge guy. And Parsons. Those 2 boys did a wonderful, wonderful, remarkable situation to be in company of all of those good guys that ever played with the silver and blue on. And especially coming out of the DB role and especially coming out of the linebacker role. Good award. Oh, Zach Martin, beast in the middle. Just dominant. Shout out to Zach Martin. I think he only lost 1 time this year. 1 time, and that's against Chris Jones. Outside of that, Zach Martin been a monster. Just a flat out monster, right? You can't wish for a better player that's on that front 5 as it relates to the offensive line. Oh, knocking on some stuff. Knocking on some more stuff. Let's give some claps and a round of applause to Tyron Smith. When healthy, man, my goodness, when healthy. I don't think of any other tackle that you would want outside of the guy that played for the 49ers, whatever his name is. But shout out to Tyron Smith. And the punt kicker, Anger. Those 5 guys, remarkable to be in the Pro Bowl. But I got news flash, Cowboy Nation. I don't want to see them in it. No. Law Nation do not want to see those boys in the Pro Bowl. I don't want them to even look at the Pro Bowl. I don't want it to be even available. I want these guys to go far. We are the Cowboys, and we know we get scrutinized, we get chastised, we get everything. Baptized with the aficionados, with the flag. So many flags, you get baptized in the name of the flag, right? I get it, but we want these boys to play in the Super Bowl, and it starts now. Pro Bowl is good. Individual award. Some people can say, hey man, Pro Bowl is okay, but did you make all pro though? I'm quite sure that Parsons gonna make all pro and Zach Martin gonna make all pro this year. But collectively speaking, Cowboy Nation, out of that 5 list, I think that Tyron Smith is the only guy that's not a starter. He's like a backup player in this situation, which is cool. And the guy that was snubbed, if you want to use snubbery, it gotta be J-Ron Curse. He was snubbed, man. Dude just been remarkable all this year, and that's just how it goes with Pro Bowl. It's just one of those things. I'm not finna get mad and angry and say, he was snubbed. And I don't want this too. For when things come around and they say, well, we want to use this guy as an alternate. We want to use that guy as an alternate. And they use all of this salary, Pro Bowl selections to increase their salary and things like that. To me, like I said, Pro Bowl's cool. It's just an individual award. But shout out to those guys. We got these 3 games to go. We still got a long way to go, long battle to go. These individual accolades, that's just what that is, Cowboy Nation. Flat out is. With that being said, I've read a comment on somebody that said, oh, you see, you paid $160 million to Dak Prescott and he's not on the Pro Bowl list. Well, I come in to tell you, Pro Bowl is just what it is. I get it if you want to look at Dak Prescott and say, well, he's supposed to be in the Pro Bowl every year because of the salary cap. But I'm going to tell you, or the salary impact or implications and all of that. I'll tell you this, Cowboy Nation. Your money don't mean nothing. Your money don't mean nothing. It was just his turn and his time to get paid. The salary cap is going up. So next player to get paid his coins is going to be more than Dak Prescott, and the next player beyond that is going to be more than that player, right? That's just how it is. That's flat out how it is. I don't even think Matthew Stafford made it to the Pro Bowl this year, right? It's all or much to do about nothing. It's a game to draw some more attention, Cowboy Nation. And it's a game that you can walk around with your chest out and say, I made it to the Pro Bowl. But the main bowl you want to be in is the Super Bowl. Do anybody disagree? Right? Do anybody disagree? So this team, the Dallas Cowboys, with these next 3 games, speaking of Dak Prescott, by the way, must find the rhythm. Not just with Dak Prescott. And we already talked about the conspiracy theory if Kellen Moore is really holding back. Because I know for sure. I know for sure in the brain of Kellen Moore that there are more plays than what he's been running. Now, look. You don't have to be lying to kick it with me, Cowboy Nation. Y'all know for sure that you've seen before. Motion before the snap, some exotic plays. We haven't seen that in the last 3 or 4 games, right? Maybe the last 4, But neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. This team got to get in rhythm. Winter is coming, right? It's going to be colder outside. You want to establish that run. You want to establish that mindset that we can run the ball, create and set up the play action. This defense is already playing good. Play the field. There's nothing wrong with playing the field, Cowboy Nation. Play the field and don't get into the bind or the mindset that you got to do it a certain way. The name of the game is to be wise and to score with more points than the opposition. And if your defense, and I'm using the operative word, can continue to hum the way it is right now, instead of humming, then you don't have to worry about anything else that the pundits are saying. Because they're going to always criticize, right? There's never been a statue raised to a critic. They're going to always poke holes at this and that, right? But I come here to tell you, what will erase all of that is just continue to win. Those ugly wins, you keep stacking those ugly wins on. Ugly. And then at the end, you look back at that thing and say, man, that thing was pretty all along. That was the ugly duckling all along. Because that is what football is all about. Remember, Cowboy Nation, this is chess, not checkers. This is a game of matchup. Not a game where you're going to showcase all of your stuff when you can win it this way, when you can win it that way. I've literally seen a team go all the way to the Super Bowl just by their special team play and some good defense. You guys remember that? I remember seeing a team go all the way to the Super Bowl just by clearly their defense and a little movement on the offense here and there. But they had a good running game and they had good defense. That was the Ravens. And I'm not saying that the Cowboys are the Ravens, by the way. Don't get me twisted. But the team that made it to the Super Bowl, although they didn't win it, but they made it. That was, my friend, the Chicago Bears. They didn't have nothing on offense. But they had good special teams. They had good defense at that time. And they lost to the Colts, who one can say that Peyton Manning, he got there, but it wasn't by himself. It was more so to do with the brilliancy of the coach, right? And also the brilliancy of the takeaways that the defense were able to generate. They wasn't like a top tier defense, but they knew how to create pressure with Dwight Freeney, and they knew how to get the ball back to that offense, right? So, but that offense lived on play actions, right? And they had two beasts and monsters as wide receivers, by the way, Cowboy Nation. But that's enough of the history class. Look, we going down this stretch. You run that ball, you play good defense. What I'm trying to say collectively, that there's only a few, very few teams with high-powered offense win Super Bowls. Defense win championships, baby. Offense can win you a few games, but when you need to get that game out of the mud, you go play that good defense. And to me personally, the guys that didn't make the Pro Bowl from this Cowboys team, they need to use this as fire, right? I think that good coaches, great coaches know how to use this Pro Bowl. They know how to use this Pro Bowl as a motivator and a motivation. Oh, nobody's showing us respect. Nobody's giving us longitude and latitude of respect. Well, coach should go in there and walk into that meeting, say, hey, everybody, y'all did a great job this year individually, right? The season is not over with. But what about you? You didn't make Pro Bowl, right? How did that make you feel, right? It's an individual award, but how did that make you feel? That should ignite something, right? I think that the Cowboys went one year, and you guys could let me know, was it the 92 or the 93 year? Not a single guy on that defense made it to the Pro Bowl, but that coach knew how to elevate those boys just by pure NFL antics of letting them know what they could have had or what they should be. And that's how you elevate this thing, Cowboy Nation. Utilizing motivations from within of lack of acknowledgement from the NFL. And the Cowboys should utilize that as a motivation to propel them for the future, Cowboy Nation. And all of that can be possible right now. So that's all I'm going to say on this before I run up out of here, Cowboy Nation. You guys know how this thing goes. Pro Bowl is cool. Shout out to the boys. Look, you still should be happy. You still should be excited by the awards and the accolades that you achieved. But know down in the deeps of your heart that you got more to accomplish than a Pro Bowl. You got that Super Bowl on its way. You do, Cowboy Nation. So that's been my time. I really, really, really thank you guys for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys. Let's go, baby. Let's go.